What's up everybody, and it's me, AllonaSharee, and I'm back with a video. It has been months since I've been back onto this channel. I really haven't been feeling inspired lately, so I've been kind of like in a rut, and then like even for me to dig down deep, like I haven't felt the need to kind of like, I don't know, like dive in like head first and gung-ho over makeup like I once did. But lately I have been trying to come out of my shell a little bit more. I've been doing my face, but honestly it's been like really basic, like basic face. Now even though I haven't been on this channel, I have another channel that I have been working on. So even though I wasn't here, I have made a separate channel, and that's my other hobby that I just love doing. But even then I still had to take a little break from them, but I'm back because I missed it. But yeah, the other channel is my anime channel. I know y'all are probably looking like, what, this girl doing makeup but freaking watches anime all her life. Like I literally watch anime more than I like do anything else. I literally do. That's like my happy space. Like that's what makes me laugh, cry, all that good stuff. Like it has me in my emotions, and I love it for that reason. It's just so emotional to me. Even though they're animated characters, like, and it's in Japanese, I still love anime. So that channel is my AllonaSharee TV channel, and if you guys are kind of interested in what I do, it's reactions to the anime. And yeah, I just have that link listed in the description box if you guys actually want to check it out. But since I'm about to film for that, I was like, look, I've been doing my makeup for that channel and I don't even film it, and it's like I should do both, you know? Why not? So this is gonna be, like I said, a basic face. I'm not doing anything too extravagant or anything. It's just gonna be a regular face. Sometimes I don't even do my makeup while I'm doing it, but today I have some time, so I was like, hey, might as well get cute. So I'm just filling in my brows with, of course, Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I've been using this stuff like nobody's business. Yep, it's just a Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. Just gonna outline my brows and then go from there. Alright, so I just filled my brows in with the brow pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now I'm just going to clean it up. They look pretty good though without me even having to clean it up, but when you do your brows, you have to clean it. Like, you can't just let it be bare like that. Especially if you want snatched brows. Ooh. And what I usually clean it with is just a tad bit of my Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. And then at the bottom, I use the, what's this, LA Girl Pro Concealer in Pure Beige. Oh, and the Makeup Forever one is in the shade 12. Now the Makeup Forever, I usually clean up the top part of my brow, and then I'll use the Pure Beige from LA Girl to go underneath. So my brows are done. Yeah, brows are done, and I'm really debating in my head if I actually want to do shadow or not. Do I or do I not feel like it? What the heck? Let's just do some shadow. Nothing crazy, you know. We're gonna stay in the box. We're just gonna do something. Just something to this face. Also, you probably are noticing this incision. This happened also while I was gone. I had actually got very sick, and I had to go to the hospital for 4 days, like 4 days. And I couldn't stand out for long. I was very like tired. Every time I would eat something, literally it would come right back up, no matter what it was. Like it would just keep coming up, and it was actually like a duration of 3 days of me feeling like this. At first I thought it was going to be that little 24-hour bug that, you know, you just feel nauseous, you throw up, you might do a couple shits or something in the toilet, and then the next day you just wake up and you're fine. Just had to run through your system. Well, no, the 24-hour bug actually lasted for 2 days, and then for 3 days. But on the second day, I was like, you know what, like it'll go away. Like, even though it was progressively getting worse, I was still trying to be optimistic. But then on the second day night, well, actually it was like first thing that early morning on the third day, it was like 4 a.m. because my husband was out to sea. And my mom had told me that I needed to go to the doctor, but again, I was trying to be optimistic and be like, you know, I got all my kids by myself, because again, my husband was out in the middle of the ocean. I kind of just wanted to wait until he got back home, because I don't like burdening, even though these, like, my kids are my mom's grandkids, I don't like burdening people with my responsibilities. So if I have to, I would literally just bite the bullet and endure it, but I couldn't anymore. That's how bad it was. Like, my son was coming into the room to me, Mom, are you okay? Do you need anything? Like, he was trying to offer me water and food and everything, and he was very worried about me too. And but anyways, so that early morning around like 4 a.m. I gave my mom a call, and I was like, Mom, I just can't do it anymore. Do you mind just picking me up or watching the kids while I go to the hospital? So she comes over, and I'm about to grab the keys and drive myself to the hospital, and she was like,
No! You're not driving yourself nowhere!
We're gonna load all the kids, and then I'll take you there, and then we'll see from that moment, like, if you can come right home or if you're gonna be admitted. So in my head, it's like, okay, I probably give me some fluids, because I know for darn sure I was dehydrated, because like I said, I was throwing up every time I would drink something, drink or eat anything. It was just like actually just like coming out of my mouth. So I went in there, and my blood pressure was like sky high, and they're like, oh, are you okay? Because how, I guess it was so high, they're like, you feel alright? They want to make sure I wasn't having no heart attack or no stroke or anything like that. So I told them I was fine. I just felt sick. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I know I ain't having no stroke or no heart attack. Like, that I know for sure. That was out of the question. So then they admit me. No, they hold me in a room, and then of course they take my blood. I hate needles, so they're taking a whole bunch of blood from me, hooking me up to IVs with fluids and all that jazz and all that good stuff. And then the nurse and the doctor comes in, and they're like, yeah, you know, your blood calcium is kind of high. Me, I ain't no nurse, I ain't no doctor, I ain't familiar with none of them things. I don't know what that means. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I don't think it's a big deal. Like, oh, well, alright. So they continue to give me fluids. So I was in there for like 2-3 hours just sitting there, because I had to take, you know, my blood, get it processed in the lab, and come back and do this kind of mess. Come to find out, they're like, oh, well, we don't, your blood calcium is kind of pretty high, and we don't want to let you leave with it being high, because that's very abnormal, and we want to make sure that it's, you know, it's not cancer and it's something else, and da 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 da. Because I guess high calcium could be an indicator of having cancer or any of that kind of mess. So I had to get admitted so they can run all these tests on me. Like, you guys, I was pricked so many times. Like, by like day 3 of me being in there, I was numb to the mess. Like, I was just like, over it. Like, you want to get your blood taken? Here, just take it. Take my arm, take my veins, just take it all. Just don't come back. Like, that's how I felt. But they're in there like every 3 to 4 hours taking blood, and that was just like, well, did all my tests. Come to find out, at the end of it, they said that I had hypercalcemia. That's what I had. That's when your blood is, when your body, when you have too much calcium in your blood, and the calcium has to come from somewhere, so it's taking the calcium from my bones and flowing it into my blood, which is not good. So it was actually, even though it says hypercalcemia, so you think it's like more calcium that your body's producing, it's not. It's just taking it. So if I wouldn't have got this procedure done, my bones would still be decaying, or my bones was getting weaker. That's a better word. Was continuously getting weaker because my calcium was getting sucked from them, from like any part, like bones, teeth, like all my bones, like anything that was dealing with calcium, it was taking it and distributing it through my blood, and that was making me very sick. So In order to fix that, there's no pills that I have to take. There's no medicine that I could take, or needles or injections or anything like that. They literally had to cut my dang on throat, go and get into my parathyroid, because in the lab it showed exactly which parathyroid it was. Go in here, take it, and then cut it out, and then sew me, well, not sew, glue me back up. And you guys do not understand how against this procedure I was. Like, I literally for like 2 months, I was so against it, because it took a while because I had to schedule the appointment. So even though I had scheduled the appointment, I was still dead set of not getting it done. Like, I did not want to get this done. I just didn't. Oh, by the way, this is the Tartelette in Bloom Shadow in Rebel that I'm placing in my transition area. So yeah, I was like saying, I don't want to get it. I'm telling everybody in my family, I'm not getting it done. For freaking, I do not want a incision on my dang on throat because of this hypercalcemia thing. And I'm like, I've been living good my whole life. I don't know when this had started. Like, I don't know how long I've had it, because it's hard to tell when it has started, because the symptoms are not like showy. Like, I'm tired because I'm taking care of my kids, which is a whole gang of them, and then, you know, working and trying to just taking care of a household, all this mess. That's why I'm feeling like I'm tired. But other than that, I didn't really have any pains. It wasn't until I got really, really sick to where the symptoms were me throwing up profusely, to where I can't stand, and my legs felt weak, and I was hunched over. I just looked a hot ass mess. Like, it was just the worst experience. Like, it was just the worst. Like, the worst. So it was the beginning of June that I actually had to go in, and they slit my damn throat and took it out. My husband said that I was very selfish. That's why I actually got it done. He called me selfish, that I wouldn't get it done, because if I didn't get it done, I would more than likely end up with osteoporosis, which would naturally shorten my lifespan, and I would die early, or leave me in the wheelchair because I can't move and all kind of mess. And that's not fair to him or the kids. At the moment, he's like, you're just thinking about yourself. And I can't even say anything because he has a point. Like, that is selfish of me, but at the end of the day, like, I already had goddamn near 4 C-sections. I had C-sections for every last one of my kids. You know, as a woman, it's like your body has gone through so many changes. If you have kids, like, my boobs don't freaking sit like I want them. My stomach's all, you get your C-section scars. Like, I don't want any more scars on my body. And then now I'm gonna have one right here. Get to a point where you think you're okay. Oh my god. I did not think I was gonna cry. I was doing so good, yo. But it's like, yeah, you just don't want any more scars. And I'm gonna have this scar on my neck, and it's ugly, and all this other kind of mess. So I don't know, it's like, it just doesn't, I know it's gonna heal, and my doctor said over time it's gonna look less faint, because they try to put it into a crease, like a natural crease that I had, and depending on how it heals, that's what it's gonna look like. He said in 6 months I'll have a better idea of how it's gonna look, and over time it's going to get less visible. The swelling has went down a lot, because at first it was like a whole bunch of bumpiness, but it's not that much anymore. And plus I do massage it, because he told me to massage it and put like my lotions and stuff on it. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that no more. I get so emotional every time I think about it, because it's like, it's so annoying. But yeah, whew. Get yourself together, Sheree. Be on a lighter note, other than that, nothing's been going on in my life. My anime channel is doing really, really good, which I'm so excited. And, oh, yeah, I went to Memphis for 4th of July. And I freaking had a great time with family and my friends. We had a ball. And shot some fireworks. The kids had fun. It was just a good time. It was nothing but it was just a great time out there with them. And I'm glad we went. And then when we got back, my mother-in-law came. She spent 2 weeks with us. So she was like cooking. Oh, that woman can cook. Hey, stop yelling! Yeah, that woman can cook. And I am so grateful to her because my kids were straight up spoiled. She was making them whatever they wanted. And they were just completely fine with it. And I tell you what, I wasn't going to complain about it either. She was just taking over. And I was like, hey, she's giving me a break. And she helped me with all my laundry. And you got to have so many. Y'all know I have so many kids. So it's like my laundry just piles up on itself. And I just get to the point sometimes and be like, you know what? Bump it. I ain't touching this mess. I don't want to. And I'll get to it another day. And over time, it kind of like the pile just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I just got overwhelmed. And I'm like, I ain't touching this mess. The only time I went into the laundry room is when it was like time that we needed something. You know what I mean? It's like, because the kids have so many clothes thanks to my parents and stuff. It's like, I literally haven't had to buy them clothing since my first son. Other than that, I've been my parents have basically gave me clothes for them, all of them. And the good thing about me having all boys is that they can literally like pass down the clothes. And it works, you know what I'm saying? And you know how much money that saved me? A whole bunch. So thank you, family. I appreciate y'all so much because you done helped a sister out. Well, helped your daughter out. Thank you. Now I'm just using Funny Girl out of the palette. Turtlet and Bloom. I'm sticking on my lid. But yeah, that's all. That is all. That is, I'm using my finger because I'm being lazy. And who got time to use a brush right now? Not this one. By no means is this a tutorial. This is just me doing my makeup and just talking to you guys and catching you guys up. So yeah, I think what I'm about to do now is finish my eyes and then I will come back and end the video. I know y'all like, Alana, you talk so much when you're doing your dang on makeup. Couldn't help it, guys. I'm sorry. Eyeliner is, well, the eyeliner I'm using today is Schwing by The Balm. See, now that I have this, I gotta make sure I don't cry for real, because a drop of water get onto this this eyeliner and I'm just gonna be out of luck because water and this right here, they don't go good together. Alright, so just baby lines. Now I'm just gonna do my foundation and light conceal because it's kind of dark down here. And what I did use though is the Infallible Pro Glow in 209. That's what I used on my face. And then what I'm going to do now is just use, I'm going to do that dang on concealer. Here it is. I'm going to be using my LA Pro Conceal and I'm just going to do a little bit here. Just a little bit. Like that. And then conceal these bags that are underneath my eyes, or these dark circles. Alright, so I just went and contoured a little bit and then put some lashes on. I'm just going to do the inner tear duct and put some mascara on. When you lightly press against your lash line, it kind of gives it like a faux liner because I don't want to line it because then it'll be too dark. And I don't want that. So I just want a little, just a little darkness, not like a full dark liner, if that makes sense. It looks totally different, I promise you. Alright, so right now I'm just using NYX Nutmeg Lip Liner. I'm just going to outline my lips. And then I'm probably going to fill in with Wet n Wild's lipstick in Abu Dhabi. And then put some gloss on top. And for my highlight, because I forgot to do that, okay, go without a highlight, I'm using Anastasia Liquid Glow in Peach Fizz. And literally, I'm just using a little bit. And then to set that, because I always like setting my creams with something, I'm going to be using my Inglot Sparkling Dust powder in, Lord, I don't even know which number this is. So I can't even tell you. I'll just show you this and maybe you know what I'm talking about. I think it's the 3, but don't quote me, guys. Like this, you literally need a little bit. There. And that is my finished face.
Thank you so much for catching up with me, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!